Welcome to a Vanguard news video without the bullshit. Let's get started. The tournament promo packs in Japan for the start of 2024 will contain reprints of Knight of Excision Ruing, Burrow Mushrooms, and Blue-Haired Prodigy Resius. Unfortunately, this won't have alternate artworks, and despite being sought after, Bushiroad added an extra reprint in the pack, thus reducing the chance of you pulling the new promo cards. As for the actual new cards in this tournament pack, Mythiarch Guardian Delphina once per turn while on rear guard, lets you pay 1 Soul Blast at the end of the battle your grade 3 or higher Mythiarch Vanguard attacked, to stand herself, and get 10k power. And while on rear guard, you can retire herself at the end of your turn. If you have 3 or more Mythiarch units, to add a Mythiarch card with a different name than her from your drop zone. Ironic how a mermaid unit in a Stoicheia deck that revolves around bouncing your rear guards to your hand like Bermuda Triangles, plays more like Aqua Force and Grand Blue. Eternal Light Dragon Regular Star Dragon when placed on rear guard, lets you pay 1 Soul Blast, and revealing a Bastion card in your hand, to retire one of your opponent's rear guards. And while on rear guard Guardian Circle hand or trigger zone, it gets an additional grade and 5k shields if you have a Bastion Vanguard. There's already little to no counterplay against Bastion Accord's front row rear guards, and Bushiroad had the audacity to give them away, to retire the opponent's rear guard, while also giving them extra shields. Guess I know which deck I should focus my salt on for next year. Plutonic Prospector while on rear guard, lets you put itself into your soul at the end of the battle it attacked or boosted, while you have an Almagister or Evil Eye Vanguard, to add up to 1 grade 3 card from the top 7 cards of your deck. And while on the Guardian Circle, it gets 10k shields if your bind zone has 2 or more trigger units. Bushiroad is no longer sugarcoating it, and outright saying that Astria and Domina Gruzio basically play similarly, with the latter being an improved version of the former, whereas the characters that uses them in the anime only ever interacted with each other only once or twice. Knight of Slashing Evil Male while on rear guard, lets you bind herself if you have a grade 3 Thegria Vanguard and your opponent's Vanguard is grade 3 or higher, to search up to 2 grade 3 Thegria cards with different names from your deck, then write EP Do Justice Thegria from one of them, and put the rest into your soul. And that unit gets the same name as the unit that it ridden over. First off, we are finally getting side characters from the Craycross Epic Novel as unit cards. Secondly, this card does not solve Thegria's so-called turn 3 problem, unless you're going second, in which you can immediately go into Dark Thegria by using this card. And she thins your deck even faster now, while Bushiroad still refuses to give Thegria away, to recycle cards back to the deck. Everspring Hunter Remerance, while in your hand, lets you put him into your soul if you have a grade 3 Rarau Vanguard, to ride a Viridescent Flash Rarau from your deck, but you cannot activate Persona Ride that turn if you rode on your ride phase or already performed Persona Ride that turn. And while on the Guardian Circle, he gets 5k shields if you have a Rarau Vanguard. So I guess all the Craycross Epic promo cards we're going to get revolves around Superior riding their upgrades in DBT11. And Bushiroad's R&D made sure that only Thegria can perform double Persona Ride among the Craycross Epic decks, since that is her only specialty. Wishing Your Happiness is a normal order card that can only be played if you have a Lutetia Vanguard. When played, add a card from your soul to your hand, then put this card into your soul. Then put a card from your drop zone into your soul, and give one of your units 5k power if your soul has 2 or more cursed play cards. Lutetia needs to fully rely on Clear Shimmer Aura in order to get their Blitz order. On a side note, funny how Lutetia is using a curse to wish someone happiness. Finally, premium format is finally getting some love, with Royal Paladin, Shadow Paladin and Near Nectar getting a pre-constructed deck set as DZPS 01, 02 and 03 respectively, specifically the Dual Knights, Revengers and Musketeers subclans. And just like in History Collection, the G units will be getting an errata, probably to let you stride them on your grade 3 ride turn, as well as let you generate imaginary gift markers to make them keep up with the current meta. And each deck set will contain reprints of Stride Fodder crits, generic soul crits, the Nations Over trigger, heal guards, and draw sentinels for their respective clans. Now if Bushiroad can just fix the format by implementing a good restriction list and actual tournament support instead of holding events for it on the same day as standard, then maybe people would actually play the format again. And that concludes this Vanguard news video. Special thanks to my Patreon members for helping me get by during these trying times. Be sure to subscribe and let me know in the comments debating which subclan will be getting a premium deck set next, and why is it bluish flames.